Jedi lightsaber Rey is coming. Wow, this is huge news, guys. Rey's hero's journey has been announced, and it's coming in the near future. A lot of speculation is going to happen today, but what we're going to do is first read off this post on the official forum stating that we're getting Rey's hero's journey soon, and what we're going to do after that is go over what I think will be the requirements for Rey's journey. I know nothing about this yet. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. They don't tell us anything else besides the fact we need Rey. So we're gonna have a speculation preparation guide so we can get ready and hopefully have enough time to secure whatever type of Rey we're getting in the near future. So let's get this started real quick. We're just gonna quickly read through this forum post and afterwards get down to the nitty-gritty stuff. Earlier this year, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes introduced the very first Hero's Journey event featuring Luke Skywalker in his first appearance on Tatooine in Star Wars A New Hope. Players could experience iconic events from the film and eventually unlock the next evolution of his character, as we all come to know, Commander Luke Skywalker. In character, they need a huge overhaul. And here's the meaty part, guys. Listen up here. Coming soon to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, you'll be able to live Rey's adventures through the Hero's Journey special event. Experience some of her most thrilling moments as she progresses from a humble scavenger to making new allies to finding the legendary Luke Skywalker. Complete this event to unlock the next evolution of Rey. They left a lot of vagueness in there. We're going to talk about that and add her to your collection today. Or to say in better terms, whenever her event does finally come out. And okay, we got the first clue to what we're going to need for this event. In this paragraph right here, to participate, we're going to need the scavenger version of Rey. We called this the second they changed the current Rey's name to Scavenger Rey. Flags were just waving up everywhere, and we knew that something was bound to come into the game, and that's going to be whatever this new Rey is. So we're going to need Scavenger Rey at the very minimum, but beyond that, they don't tell us anything else regarding what is needed and when this event is happening, besides the fact that the movie is coming out this coming December. And we're not going to go into too much detail in the last paragraph, but if you're on Android and you happen to buy Google Play cards, there's a promotion to redeem a Scavenger Rey. So if you want to try to speed up your process, you don't have Scavenger Rey, check that out. Shout out to Apple. Thank you so much for giving us these lovely types of promotions.
Why are we still here?
All right. That's the post. Now comes the good part, and hopefully I'm right about all this. I want to try to get both you and me in the right mentality to get prepared for this hero's journey. If Luke Skywalker's hero's journey was any indication, whatever this new character may be, it's probably going to be really iconic and really powerful, just like Commander Luke Skywalker. And before we get going, let's make sure you and I are on the same page from here on out for the rest of the video. This is all going to be speculation. But I think the speculation is going to be pretty spot on, and I'm going to try to convince you guys that what I'm predicting here is going to be the case. Let's get into it and first talk about when this event will possibly be, because this is the biggest question. How much time do we have to prepare for this hero's journey? And I have two potential ideas on what the dates might be, or I should say a rough estimate as to when this event might be, and it really comes down to what version of Rey are we going to get. And the problem is we don't quite know what the new version of Rey is in The Last Jedi. Is she a Jedi? Is she not a Jedi? What is she? We don't know just yet. So if we are going to get that new version of Rey that's in The Last Jedi, we're probably not going to see this event until after the movie comes out, and here's why. I can't imagine Electronic Arts being allowed by Lucas to release this Last Jedi Rey before the movie comes out, because if they did, it would divulge a really important aspect of the plot, and that is she a Jedi? But what I'm thinking what might be the case is we might get the quote-unquote lightsaber Rey, and that version of Rey is already in the game if you go ahead and battle on Cantina Battle 7-F, and I think this might be the more likely version of Rey we're going to see. And if that's the case, we're going to see this event probably before the movie comes out to promote the movie that is soon to come, because this is the version of Rey we have right before The Last Jedi kicks into full swing. So if we are going to get lightsaber Rey, which I'm about 65% certain, it seems like it's the most likely version of Rey we're going to get, because The Force Awakens builds all the way up to lightsaber Rey having her first battle against Kylo Ren. It's going to be sometime before December 15th. So I think it might happen before then if we get the lightsaber version of Rey, but I don't think this event is going to happen in the next 2 weeks. More like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, because we haven't gotten any information on what characters are needed, and usually they give us about a 2-week head start regarding farming the characters beforehand, but it might come down to getting a 1-week notice, which I'm hoping is not the case, as we will find out with my speculations here. But what are the characters that are needed? And we first gotta talk about what are the similarities between Luke's journey and the potential Rey's journey here. If Luke's journey is any indication on how Rey's journey is going to be structured, we're gonna need 5 characters, including the main character, that were critical components of the main character's story, coming from their humble beginnings to their glorious ends here. So essentially, we have to look for the biggest impact characters on Rey that we saw in The Force Awakens, which hopefully all of you guys have seen it by now. If not, get out of here. God. I think it's fair to say that we're going to need 7-star characters to unlock this iconic character, because you couldn't get Commander Luke Skywalker at 5 or even 6 stars. 7 stars or kaput. The first and obvious answer to what is needed for Rey's hero's journey, they already kind of announced it on the forums, we're going to need the scavenger version of Rey. She's been in the game for a long time, not the hardest to get. Towards the end, I'll leave a little screenshot of the little farming guide. Where can you farm all these characters I'm predicting here? So I think saying scavenger Rey is needed for this event is a pretty safe bet. But the first thing that I think that we're going to need with absolute 99.9% certainty is BB-8. Now, BB-8, I am pretty sure he is going to be needed for a variety of reasons. This is just a character we got not too long ago with a legendary event that required First Order characters. Some of the requirements for that were actually pretty difficult. We'll talk about that soon enough here. But this guy is what started Rey's journey. He essentially got the ball rolling. The moment that BB-8 and Rey had their first encounter, that is when everything just started going with the whole story. He is the reason that Rey got caught up in this whole journey. She didn't want to be a part of this journey in the first place. It just kind of came to her, and everything just started going from there. And I think it's very likely a legendary character for our hero's journey is not out of the question. We saw that R2-D2 was needed for Commander Luke Skywalker, which makes a lot of sense plot-wise. R2-D2's encounter with Luke Skywalker kind of got the whole ball rolling for him as well. But what I'm thinking is going to be the hardest part is people getting First Order Stormtrooper in time. Now, I got my BB-8 to 7 stars. I invested in First Order a very long time ago through the hard method of just farming through those hard notes, and it paid off. But I think this is going to be really crucial. If you don't have that 7-star First Order Stormtrooper, that might prevent you from getting your 7-star BB-8, and that will prevent you probably from getting your special version of Rey, whatever version of Rey we're going to get with this hero's journey. So if you think I'm right here and you don't have a 7-star BB-8, make sure you're farming your First Order Stormtrooper now. You should have done it 5 years ago, but if you haven't done so, start doing it now, because it is a pretty long farm to get him all the way to 7 stars. It took me about 8 months, 7 months to get my First Order Stormtrooper to 7 stars, and I don't want to scare you with that. What was the next character that Rey got in touch with that really kind of kept that fire flaming with Rey's story? And that is Finn. Finn was pretty much her partner in crime for the whole movie. They jacked the Millennium Falcon, they destroyed some TIE fighters, they took on Kylo Ren, they took on Starkiller Base, the very important character. I'm like 97.89% certain that Finn is going to be needed for this event. Finn is kind of the one that motivated Rey to leave Jakku. He's the one that kind of lied a little bit, get Rey to keep going with this whole story that he's part of the Resistance, needs to deliver BB-8. So a very important character. I think this is also something that we all can agree on. And luckily, he's a free-to-play character, and a lot of people already have him farmed. He's one of the best Zeta leaders right now. He leads one of the best factions right now. So a lot of people, I'm pretty certain, will be able to meet this requirement at the very minimum. And oh, these last two really concern me, because I'm pretty sure they're right, and I don't want them to be right, but most likely they're right. And that is Veteran Han and Veteran Chewbacca. We just got these characters a couple months ago, and we were like, why? Why are you giving us these characters out of the blue? But it really isn't out of the blue. They're not easily farmable, and if you're like me, I still have these guys at 3 stars, and getting both of them to 7 stars in even 2 weeks might be a stretch, depending on if they even make them free to play and where they put them as free to play characters. But why would we expect Veteran Han and Veteran Chewie? Why would I even have that thought in my mind? Come on, guys, let's be serious. If you guys did the whole Commander Luke Skywalker's journey, they are going to try to get another one of those old Ben moments. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just watch this scene and tell me you don't feel the pain. It was nice knowing you, Benny. I honestly got goosebumps out of that.
Wow.
Oh, the memories. That was one of the biggest goosebump moments I ever had in this game. Once Old Ben took the bullet for the team, I felt goosebumps. I never felt that much emotion for this type of game, and you can bet your bottom dollar Capital Games is going to try to reenact that moment, try to make us feel that moment again in the Star Wars history when they try to reenact the scene. Spoiler alert for all you guys who haven't seen The Force Awakens.
Get out of here.
This scene where Kylo Ren kills his own father. I am already feeling the tears right now. Suck it up! It's not time to cry yet here, but I'm pretty certain they're going to try to get one of those heart-wrenching moments, because that was a key moment in Star Wars history right there when Kylo Ren made that decision to take his own father's life. Veteran Han was essentially a father figure for Rey. Even Kylo Ren brings up that point to Rey when they had their encounter later on. Very important moment, and I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be needed for this event. And then Veteran Chewie, he was really crucial for helping out Veteran Han, Rey, Finn infiltrate Starkiller Base, and at the end, Rey and Veteran Chewie, they become the new duo. So again, they were pretty important. I think that they're going to be needed together. Veteran Han, Veteran Chewie. It's just, I'm really concerned because they're not free to play, and I'm scared that we're going to get a very short window to farm these characters right away. But if they're put in places like Arena Shipments and Galactic War, there might be a good chance we can farm these characters at 7 stars, maybe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, which I'm hoping is the case. So those are my 5 characters I'm predicting are going to be needed, and just an oddball idea. I hope to goodness this isn't going to happen, but I think there might be a chance they might want us to get the episode 8 of the Millennium Falcon. When Finn and Rey hijack the Millennium Falcon, they take on the various TIE fighters, they escape from Jakku. There's moments where the Millennium Falcon was used in other aspects of The Force Awakens. So there's a little buzzer in my mind that might think this might be a unique event where they require a ship, but I'm hoping that's not the case because that ship is a very long farm. It only has a single hard node. So very confident on this list, and hopefully the screenshot I'm showing you now, you can screenshot it, get ready, share it with your friends and family and all your brothers and sisters and mothers and lovers. So let me know down below, guys. Am I right about this whole situation? Am I on the money? I feel pretty confident. All the facts, the storyline, the releases of Veteran Han, Veteran Chewie, and BB in such a small window of time, I'm fairly certain those are going to be your characters. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please feel free to leave me a like, comment down below. What are you guys thinking? What is going on in those lovely minds of yours? And be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. I might get footage with whatever brand new Rey we're getting, so stay tuned so you're not missing a thing. But as always...